How's it going, Bremerton? Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun out at Bremerton Ice Arena today. They've got a brand new team, the West Sound Warriors. I'm going to tell you all about them, along with 5 total stories that you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week.
I want a truck, one that won't get stuck. If I could feel the...
Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 today, we take you to Gorse Creek. That's where EPA officials are wrapping up a $30 million cleanup. More than 330,000 tons of trash have been removed from a landfill that operated between 1964 and 1989. EPA officials were concerned that hazardous chemicals and compounds such as PCBs or lead contaminants were flowing downstream, eventually into Sinclair Inlet and the wider Puget Sound. They were able to conduct the cleanup effort starting in April 2016, and it is just now wrapping up.
We're standing in the Gorse Creek right near Highway 3. Previously it was a landfill, so I'm still getting used to calling it a ravine versus a landfill. The landfill was about a 6-acre site, over 800 feet of creek. We excavated out the channel after we removed all the contaminants, put in bigger rock and logs on the side to armor it, and then build the creek bed with some erosion control fabric, and then the planting continues after that. We will do maintenance for a couple years, but it's been a very rewarding project, and it was definitely a team effort, not just within EPA, but a lot of other agencies.
Story number 2, flashing yellow yield lights have been popular at intersections around Kitsap County starting in about 2010. That includes the city of Bremerton. Residents really like them because they of course expedite traffic flow and decrease wait times to get from A to B. But this summer, they've been somewhat problematic on Wheaton Way, where they've been installed at the intersections of Riddell Road, Hollis Street, Sylvan Way, and Sheridan Road. Sheridan in particular saw 5 crashes in the month of September alone, including one that took out the traffic cabinet that controls the yellow flashing light above. City officials tell me that they are very closely monitoring these crashes to see whether or not they need to tweak how the yellow lights work, or even install signage that would warn drivers that you need to yield before going through the intersection. Story number 3 is right behind me, the Bremerton Ice Center. That's where the West Sound Warriors hockey team have just begun their 2017-2018 campaign. Now the team may sound familiar, but this is actually a new squad that's part of the Western States Hockey League.
It's Junior A Tier 2. It's basically right under the Seattle Thunderbirds and Everett team. Got the age range of 16 to 20-year-olds. It's definitely going to be fast-paced, a lot of in-your-face action. There's not a bad seat in the house here, so it's pretty intense. But, I mean, we got players from Sweden, Czech Republic, Canada, a kid from Russia. So I mean, we got guys from all over, from all different types of hockey backgrounds. So it's really cool to put them all together and see what we can come up with. Playoffs usually start around March. We play a 51 game schedule. We're 5 games into it right now, 4-1. We're looking to be really competitive and make some noise.
Story number 4, the corner of Burwell Street and Warren Avenue is about to look very different in the coming months. That's because the City Council authorized $210,000 of federal pass-through money, known as a Community Development Block Grant, to tear down these old ramshackle apartments. In their place, Lorax Partners, which recently built these 606 apartments and was a partner in the development of the Bremerton Harborside, plans to erect about a 30-unit apartment development. And finally, story number 5. As you know, we've got a mayor's race going on here in Bremerton. Mayor Patty Lent faces challenger Greg Wheeler, a city councilman. I want to make sure you have all the information you need to know to make an informed decision about the candidates of that race, as well as those for City Council. So we're commandeering the Admiral Theater next Tuesday, October 17th. The council candidates will begin at 6, and you can come inside and see the newly refurbished Admiral Theater as well. At 7 p.m., Patty Lent and Greg Wheeler will take the stage. This event will be completely audience-driven, and you can send those questions to me at josh.farley@kitsapsun.com. This week, I'm also going to be having some conversations with the candidates for mayor. On Wednesday at 10 a.m., we'll be going Facebook Live from Hot Java on 4th and Pacific with candidate Greg Wheeler, and then we'll follow that up on Thursday at 10 a.m. with Bremerton Mayor Patty Lent from the Bridge Deli in Minette. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. The colors are changing, fall is coming into view here, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, Bremerton. This week's Bremerton Beat Blast soundtrack is I Want a Truck by Kitsap County's own Afton Prater. Prater has just qualified as a finalist for Seattle Wave Radio's 7th annual Jammin' Challenge finale at Hard Rock Cafe in Seattle on Saturday, November 18th. Tickets are available at seattlewaveradio.com.